Every single word inside of the Torah makes a difference. And yet, when we get to Genesis chapter 37, verses 15, 16, and 17, we see three verses that seem kind of unnecessary. You see, these three verses tell us that Joseph was sent by Jacob to go find his brothers who had gone to Shechem, and yet he gets lost along the way, and there's a man who tells him which way he's supposed to go. Like, why did the Torah include this? This was included inside of the Torah in order that you should know that the entire story of Joseph being sold and sent to Egypt was divinely orchestrated. How so? You see, this man was a different man that we encounter later in the book of Daniel. This was the man Gabriel. It was an angel sent by God. You see, the entire story of Joseph being sold by his brothers, being sent into Egypt, arising to position of Mishnah Lamelech, the second to the king, where he ended up saving the land of Egypt and his own family, and ultimately setting into motion the destiny of the Jewish people, was all divinely orchestrated. Now, when he was living through it, it was really, really painful. He was sold by his brothers. I mean, how painful is that? It likely made no sense to him whatsoever. But that's the message of the story. Every single step in life is divinely orchestrated by God, even when it hurts. And it's a part of a greater plan. We're living in the midst of suffering. We're living in the midst of pain. We're living in a world that doesn't always make sense. That's only because we're in the midst of it. If we had a bird's eye view, if we could back up, we could see all the puzzle pieces falling into place, we would understand. So even though we don't understand, realize we are part of something greater. And one day, God willing, we will understand. Until then, just trust in God, because everything is divinely orchestrated.